WWE. Good job last night. Yesterday on my vlog, I had, I think yesterday was episode like 64 of mine, and we were talking about WWE's creative and SmackDown being in Germany. But actually, I messed up. Last night, it was in Barcelona, Spain. The next week, I think it's going to be in Germany. Bologna, Germany, or something like that. I don't do well at pronouncing names. By the way, this is Michael Jones. I'm Michael Jones. This is the Rayden Chronicles. Rayden Chronicles is just my vlog. It's my self-therapeutic way of coming up here and getting out my thoughts and stuff into the ether. I'm kind of like a songbird. I'm just singing, and if you're walking by in the woods and happen to find it pleasant for a second to listen to me, or 20 minutes or whatever, then so be it. And if you don't, then that's okay too. Neither of us, are affected by either. I'm just a noise in the world. But sometimes I come up here and I talk about my problems. I talk about my issues and struggles, and I'll work them out right here on camera in front of the whole ether. And it's kind of weird. I'll figure out my own problems. I'm gonna slow my car down a little bit. If you're saying to yourself, like, Michael, you should be driving and paying attention. I am driving, I am paying attention. I just have my car. I have a Tesla with the FSD, so it's driving. And we'll slow it down a touch because, it's moving. It's a little foggy out this morning, very foggy. But anyway, Rayden Chronicles named after my kids, Ryan and Caden, and you mix that up, and it makes Rayden, or it did when I did it. So, I have a video company and a drone company, and I just kind of do marketing for businesses and stuff like that. A lot of the struggles up here are talking about coming from 8 to 5, going to a regular video job. Well, excuse me, that would be backwards. It would be coming from a regular 8 to 5 job structure and moving into the run the business by yourself, having to know when taxes come out, having to know what to pay, having to know what to pay here and there. So that's the stuff I talk about. Matter of fact, we got to sit down today and pay taxes for the last quarter, which was January through this time. So we're gonna pay those taxes, which is a whopping amount. And to up here talk about best practices. So like best practices, I should probably be putting money aside, and what I'll do is I'll forget it. So I'll get the total amount in, charge everybody taxes. I'll get it in, and then in my head, I'm like, all right, okay, remember that tax. And then the next thing I know, my wife's like, hey, don't forget, we got to pay your taxes. And I'm like, okay. And there's a whopping amount that I didn't prepare for coming out. So, that's gonna take some learning and some getting used to. But it will, I guess, it'll just be a learning thing. I'll have to do it. So we were back at the beginning of this talking about WWE creative. Last night, they did SmackDown in Barcelona, Spain. Man, that crowd is so hyped, by the way. But they finally gave the Street Profits the World Tag Team titles. Which they deserved that for a while. They were the best tag team. I don't know if their schedule kept them from doing that. I don't know what the deal was, but WWE should have pulled the trigger a long time ago. Good job. Tag team titles in the rightful hands of who deserves them in WWE. Street Profits should have been the top tag team. They should have been. I don't watch AEW. I mean, God, I tried to watch. I'm not gonna lie to you. I honestly tried last night to watch AEW. It was on. I watched one match with Hobbs and the guy he was wrestling, hologram. I don't know, but he must have been a hologram because he botched so many moves and failed so many times. It looked like people learning how to I guess wrestle. It looked like people learning how to be in a circus wrestling or something. It was very odd. I'm like, man, these dudes are making millions probably. And they can't even get. He messed up like 5 moves in a row. It was so bad. I think at one point the crowd started chanting, "You suck, you suck." They noticed it that bad, so it was terrible. But where was I going with the AEW thing? I was saying that, the crowd at Barcelona, Spain last night. Jesus Christ, man, they went nuts they chant. Ain't it funny? Yeah, it's like Gary Delabate clearing my throat every 2 seconds. Isn't it funny how in America, the standard, this is not everybody, but the standard is everybody's like, you want to come over here, you got to learn our language. But then you go over there, they always know our language, it seems like. Like in Spain, like they knew everything everybody was saying. And they were chanting together like in unison, like they were doing that. What's that little thing they do? Oh, I can't remember. It's some little tune they do. But it's some kind of, I don't know if it's a war marching song, but man, you look at an American WWE crowd, like you can hardly get them on the same page to cheer for the same people. And you know, group beside this person is cheering, and the group to the left all just wants to cheer to the opposite in conflict or something. And you go there, dude, the whole building's chanting in unison. It sounds like a big machine. If I was the government or whatever, I'd be like, we gotta watch these people, man. If they decide to get together, they're gonna kill us all, because man, that country got some unison going on. They together, man. America, they don't, our crowd's not like that. I mean, they literally could have took over the whole show last night if they wanted to. That's how loud and together they were as like a group, as one system. I just found it interesting. And I found it interesting, I told Amber, I'm like, can you imagine some show from Spain coming over here and us being able to understand all the stuff we're talking about? Like, we wouldn't even watch it. We'd be like, it ain't English. That's a weird dynamic we have. It seems like we're just intolerant. Like I say, everybody is. But some people are just like, man, I ain't learning no language. And look, I don't know but one language either, and that's English, and I don't do it. I don't speak it well. I don't do it well. But I can't imagine speaking Spanish and all that. That's crazy thoughts to me, that people can talk Spanish. And, I mean, you can tell a couple of those guys last night in WWE, they were just getting up there like they had learned a line. There was one point, Nick Aldis, he came out, he said something in Spanish, and then the crowd cheered, and then a few minutes later he went back. Damien, I think, was talking to Shinsuke, and he was like, I don't know either what you say. And I'm like, you just out here talking Spanish. And then Amber brought the point, like, you probably just want to learn that one line, you know. I was like, yeah, probably. But anyway, other than that, SmackDown didn't really hit on a lot. They covered the Jade and Bianca and Naomi thing, tried to have an interview. That was kind of, I don't know. I love Jade. She is one fine woman. But, man, if I'm honest, man, they need her promos and her talking sometimes seems too staged. She seems too, she just seems, I don't know, too calculated or something. She needs to back off and get a little bit more relaxed or something. But she's, I think WWE's working. They know she's a star, I think. But yeah, I'll be glad to see what's going on. I noticed last night the interview got interrupted with Jade by Liv and Raquel, but it was interrupted at a very timely spot. Like she just said something. She saw Naomi running away when that girl asked her, like, how did you know it was Naomi? She's like, I just remember getting hit from behind and I saw Naomi running away. But she didn't ever say, like, I saw Naomi or I saw. In other words, they're conveniently leaving out Bianca stuff because I think you will find out that Naomi did it for Bianca, but Bianca is probably going to be behind it all. She set it up so she can get the world title. That'd be cool if they could come up with something, and then at WrestleMania. No, hold on. Yeah. Well, no, yeah, hold on. Bianca's wrestling Io at WrestleMania for the world title. So she could win the world title from Io. Then they somehow would have to re-engineer or foreshadow and then show it back to you in real time. I don't know if you can do that. That's kind of breaking the time barrier. You got to get the Back to the Future and get all the time laws straight. But anyway, show you somehow that Bianca set it up in order for her to win the world title. And then once she gets the world title, we'll be like, oh yeah, well, she is the world champion because she designed it, and here's how. And then they go back and they show like Bianca smacking Jade and her falling in the car, and then maybe Naomi come running up and you see that. I wish last night she'd have said that. She didn't say that, but I wish she had. I wish she'd have been like, all I remember is getting hit in the back of the head, and then as I faded out, all I saw was some little glow shoes running out. She didn't even mention the glow shoes. I was like, that would have been genius. That would have been awesome for them to say, I just saw some glow shoes. I just saw some neon feet running away. That would have been great. But she didn't go there. She just said, I saw Naomi running away. Which I was like, man, how do you not take advantage of the glow comment? As you were fading out, you saw some, all I saw, that's what you should have said. All I saw as I was fading out was some just neon glow getting smaller. They didn't take advantage of it. But anyway, I'm still impressed with WWE's writing. WWE, y'all doing good. Y'all are doing good. Y'all, a lot of surprises, a lot of unanswered stuff. Punk Roman thing. I know they got the Raw coming up. That's where I think Raw is going to be in one of the is it Germany? It's going to be in. But anyway, yeah, Raw, Germany. They're going to be wherever John Cena is going to be, which I think is going to be Germany. But John Cena is going to come out, and I hear that dude right here to put out in front of me is an idiot right there. Yeah, he's a moron. But I hear John Cena is coming back, and they were concerned that they may not even have him speak. So he may not even say anything on his first night back because they're worried about the language barrier in Germany, and if he can get a pop in the building, or they're gonna boo. Which I don't know. It seems that every country is pretty tolerant of learning our language, except for us. We're just like, nah, you come here, bro, you gonna speak just like I do, or I ain't gonna like you. But every other country seems to have English kind of in the back pocket. This is a second language. Like, WWE went out there and they talked the whole show pretty much in English, and they popped everywhere they should, so you could tell they're very, they can comprehend the language very well. But yeah, I thought that was funny. But WWE, y'all got some good WrestleMania stuff going on. I'm gonna go in Walmart here. It's funny, I'm smiling because I know there's a dude in here, and every time I come in, which I got like 6 CM Punk shirts because like my wife got me an order like a Liv Morgan shirt or Alexis Bliss shirt, and she's like, oh, there's like the nice Punk shirt up here. You want this? Hey, what size you? And she just get it. And then next thing you know, I got a closet full of CM Punk shirts. I look like a CM Punk nut. And he does got some cool shirts, but I'm just a t-shirt and jeans guy, so it's easy for me to throw this on. But yeah, for a while, every time I come in here, he'd be like, CM Punk. And then because of the gray beard and I'm getting old and my face is sinking in, like people would say sometimes, like, you like CM Punk, man. Which, I mean, I don't care. His shirts are still pretty cool. But anyway, the guy at Walmart here, he's always like, CM Punk. And I think, damn, every time I see you, I got a CM Punk shirt on. Which a lot of my videos, if you watch, a lot of my videos are just CM Punk shirts. Just because when I get up in the morning, if I'm not going to a job to work in front of, a customer, then I just throw them a cool shirt. And usually, the shirts I have, they're all CM Punk shirts. So, I don't know. I wish I could go back and get some old CM Punk shirts. I've seen him wearing some shirts in some old videos. I'm like, that's a sweet shirt. They probably don't make that anymore. I need to get me a little hoodie too, a little CM Punk hoodie thing. But anyway, I'm going to Walmart, grab a couple more Ollipops. Damn, I better put my coat on because it's cold outside. It was a while ago anyway. It's weird in North Carolina because I'm throwing my coat on. And I'll get out and I'll go in. Some girl will be walking in with a t-shirt and some shorts on. Like, what? How are you standing right now? It's so cold. But all right, peace out, guys. Have a good day.